Good morning and welcome to the Yuma Gardener. There have been so many changes in the flower garden. I took down the lattice that was separating my patio from my driveway where I was parking my van, and I converted my parking space into my flower garden because I just had so many flowers that I just didn't have enough room for them. And I'm hoping that uh, they're not going to tell me I got to park my car someplace else, because that my van is parked over there in someone else's space. But no one's there now, so I'm using it. So I don't even know where to start. Let's see. Um, well, these petunias have been lasting. They lasted all summer, and they're still blooming. So super petunias, boy, they did a really great job. This is the um, Mexican petunia, and it does have some purple flowers on it, but I don't see any blooms on it this morning. I have 3 grow bags of sweet potatoes, and I should be harvesting sweet potatoes in a couple of months. Looks like I could add a little bit more dirt or soil on top. I added some a while ago, and so the sweet potatoes are looking good. There was a time I thought I was going to lose those, but I was able to, they were able to survive. So this is my yellow bells. I started from seed. I have 4 of them. This one is really growing. That one, these 2. And I'm going to grow these up as little trees. So I keep pinching off any lower growth on the stems so that it'll grow up as a tree. In the middle here is another moringa tree, and it's doing great. And I planted some of that. I don't know the name. I forgot the name. Oh yeah, that's the elephant bush that I planted around the rim of this planter. Let's see. So down here there's elephant bush, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of the yellow bird of paradise trees here. They are slower growing than the moringa, so it's gonna be a while before they get up and going. Maybe a few years. Anyway, this is the boy, I tell you, my memory is really slow this morning. I haven't had my coffee yet. I wanted to get out here and do this video before the sun came up too high. But this is brittle bush, and there are 3 plants in here, and they survived the summer, barely, but they're doing okay. I've got some leaves that are not doing too well, and I just need to pull those off. Let's see, this is another moringa tree that I started from seed, and someone's interested in buying a moringa tree from me, and I have 2 of them that are for sale. If anybody knows what I should charge for this moringa tree, please put a comment below. This is the second moringa tree that I have for sale that I started from seed, and it is a nice size tree started, and I'm not sure how much I should charge for that if they chose this one. Anyway, so these are my vinca that survived the summer. I don't know what's happening with the gaillardia. I planted these gaillardia, but they're just barely hanging in there. I'm going to show you this because I don't know if this is going to survive or not. It might have died already, but that was another moringa tree. I was hoping it might live, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it for a few more weeks. Back over here, not a whole lot going on other than the elephant bush. And then over here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the Mexican bird of paradise trees that I started. And if you watched one of my other videos, I talked about the seed pod I collected from the dog park, and I brought them home and they started popping open and scared me to death. I didn't know what was happening, but anyway, when those seeds started popping like that, I just knew that they wanted to grow. So I started planting them, and boy, every one of them, it seems like, germinated. So I had these vines were on the trellis, and when I took the trellis down, not the trellis but the lattice, I had lattice that separated my garden from the patio, and when I took the lattice down, I made these trellises for the vines, and it was really hard pulling those vines apart off of that lattice, and I thought I might lose quite a bit of them, and I did, but the ones that are surviving are doing great, and I even have some flowers blooming on there, which is really nice. Here is my honeysuckle, and it is looking really good. There's 2 plants here, and they survived the summer, barely survived the summer, but they are doing great, and they've got their flowers are coming out, and the hummingbirds actually like to come over and check out the nectar from these. This is my purple plant. Like I said before, I'm not sure what it is called. Some people say it's the wandering Jew, but I do not believe that's the name of this plant. So if anybody knows the name of this one, please put it in the comments for me, because I'm not really sure, but it is doing great. It survived the summer heat, and it looks like it's going to survive. So I did a double arch for the vines when I pulled them down, and I attached them to these arches, and now I'm actually getting some flowers on them. So I am so happy that they survived the roughness of me having to pull them apart. This is the firecracker plant that barely survived the summer. You can see I still have some dead parts to it that I need to trim back, but I thought for sure it was a goner. So I'm happy to see that it has survived. And this is the papyrus, and it barely survived this summer. It still has a lot of brown leaves on it, but yet it's got a lot of new growth coming in. So that is the papyrus. Over here, yesterday, a friend gifted me some succulents, and I potted them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that got potted, and I think I have about 4 or 5 more, maybe 3 or 4 more that need to be potted up. And so they're looking good after I repotted them. So just to give you a view, and excuse my trike, my bicycle, my three-wheeler in the middle of my garden, but I needed to pull it in, and I don't have any room in the storage room for it because I got so much plant stuff in there. But anyway, it's right in the middle of my garden, but I can walk around it and the birds can fly around it. And this is what it looks. Come up on my steps. This is the view from my front porch. And this is also the view that I get from my living room. I can sit here now. I've taken down the lattice that separated the patio from the driveway, and I extended my plants into the driveway, and I have a beautiful garden out there now, and I can see it from my living room window, and it's just a joy to sit here and watch the hummingbirds flying around, checking out the garden. And like I said, it was a true struggle to survive the summer heat. We had over 114-degree temperatures. Things just did not look well, and I worked really hard all summer to keep them alive for the hummingbirds. And of course, other birds come into the yard also. But anyway, this is the Yuma Gardener, and I really enjoy gardening a lot. And I have this on my porch. This is my Lorene's Hummingbird Sanctuary, and I have this little teeny plaque here that says, "Plant a garden and believe in tomorrow." And I truly believe that, because I believed in the tomorrow every day during the summer when our temperatures were sky high and I thought I was going to lose most of my plants. I truly believed in tomorrow because I kept things going. And up here on the porch I have 3 hummingbird feeders, and they do like to come to these feeders, and I can see them from my kitchen. And so anytime I look out in my yard, mostly, I can find a hummingbird feeding on either the nectar from my flowers or from the feeders that I have out. So this is the Yuma Gardener, and this is my sanctuary for my hummingbirds. So I just want to say thank you for watching, and I will update you again soon.